This is the way. Here are the 26 songs. We have 196 voters to get through, of course. So, yeah. We should just start, I guess. Let's start. Nothing happens. There we go. Zhenya from Russia is the first to vote. We're on our way. All right. 8 points to Latvia. 10 points to Armenia. This is too fast. And the 12 points to Sweden. So Sweden starts off in the lead. Shea from Northern Ireland. 8 points to Italy, 10 to Spain, and the 12 to Sweden again. Interesting. Sweden off to a very good start. 100% of the points so far. James from the United States of America. Let's see what these end up. A bit all over. Finland still on 1 point. Finland, of course, won the first semi, so by quite a margin. 10 points to Spain there again. And Portugal with the 12 now. So Sweden, 0 points. Teacher Schnitzel from France. Spain doing very well so far, gotta say. Okay, Finland getting 10 there, so it comes up. And Czechia with 12 points. Alright. Taya from Ukraine. You're always really early on in the voting, Taya. Finland with an 8 there. 10 to Slovenia. And 12 points to Serbia. Still got a bunch of countries on 0 points, but all of them are either Big 5 or they finished towards the bottom. Or actually, Iceland was like 7th or something in the semi-2 vote, I think. 10 points to Spain. Spain is really doing well here. Interesting. Portugal with a 12 there. Spain is kind of putting some distance to it as well, like towards the songs behind it. We got DN coming up next. 1 point to United Kingdom, 5 points to Netherlands, 2 points to Germany. So a lot of countries getting their first points there. Australia with 8, Austria with 10, and the 12 to Finland. Okay, so Finland's coming back in here. They're joining the battle up there. Hoofy from Germany. 5 points to Malta, so now only 3 countries left to not have any points. 8 points to Slovenia, 10 points to Australia, and 12 points to Spain. I feel like we're seeing a pattern here. Spain seems to be what people really click with. We've got RA here. 8 points to Austria, 10 points to Serbia, and 12 points to Latvia. All right, interesting. We have 295 people watching right now. Just saying. 295. Holy hell. Okay. Back to the voting. I guess 10 points to Finland there, catching up in the top there, and Spain with another 12. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, didn't expect group chat to really be into Spain. Yeah, me neither. This is I did not expect Spain to be this far ahead and like this much of a favorite. I thought like Finland and Austria would be the ones battling it out here. Kapski with a 12 for Finland there. 300 now. Actually 300, yeah. That's insane. That's insane. 300 people. We're just breaking record after record every time. Ukraine gets their first points there. Lithuania and Iceland still on 0. But I think that will change later because, I mean, they obviously did pretty well in their semis. ESC Star gives 12 points to Latvia, so Latvia's really in the mix up there as well. Of course, Latvia did pretty well in the semis. Slovenia, I think, finished second in the second semi, so I think that one will be towards the top as well. Sweden, of course, second in the first semi, so they will be up here as well. Brian Courtney from Ireland gives 10 points to Moldova and 12 points to Finland. No points for Spain this time. So let's see It's tightening up a little bit there. The top three are pretty close to each other, and then Latvia a bit further behind. Guess who from Serbia is up next? We got 8 points to France there, 10 points to Czechia, and the 12 to Finland. Oh, this is a tight battle. 89, 88, 87. But we still have, well, 182 people to vote. It's gonna be massive, this one. Austria goes up into the lead. I think it's gonna be a massive, like, a lot of countries just doing switcheroos all the way. 10 points to Moldova there. And the 12 from Jay Sora goes to Malta. Interesting. Malta putting itself a bit further up there. Pavel from Poland is up next. Another point for UK down there, so they're on 2. We got some points there towards the top 2. 8 points to Estonia, 10 to Austria there, and the 12 goes to Sweden. So Sweden's kind of catching up a little bit. Yeah. 320 viewers. I was just saying. So we got Turisen from Sweden up next. 8 points to France there. 10 points to Slovenia. And the 12 lands on Sweden, on Loreen. Yep. Sweden's catching up there towards the top as well. Spain have been without points now for a while. It had 89 for quite a while. But now it's still on 89. Ivanik from Russia, 10 points to Slovenia there, and the 12 to Latvia. Okay, interesting. Spain's not getting any points anymore. It's like it can shift so fast. We got Austria, Finland, Latvia, Slovenia, Spain, top 5 at the moment. Slovenia some more points here from Piri. We got an 8 for Austria there. We got a 10 for Latvia. And we got a 12 for Finland. Tied on the first place right now with Austria. So these results are chaotic. No consistency among this group. That's kind of refreshing. Yeah, exactly. Points are just scattered everywhere. Now, JH3, 6 points to Lithuania. Only Iceland is without the points now. And I'm sure Iceland will get points sooner or later. But it's nice to see Lithuania getting some points there as well. Serbia with a 12 here, kind of putting them closer towards the top. And Spain still on only 89. Got Random from UK. Some points there at the bottom, some at the top. 8 points to Austria. 10 points to Malta, yeah. And 12 points to Finland. This is intriguing, isn't it? Finland and Austria really going at it at the top here. Taylor from the UK is up next. Both Finland and Austria getting points, and they both land on 141 here. Cyprus getting a point as well, putting it above UK. So they have a battle there for 24th. And the 12 goes to Serbia, putting itself above Sweden and Spain there. Spain's still on 89. Spain's still on 89. It's been on 89 for a real long time now. Gets blanked a lot here. Some points all over here from I Have No Idea from the United States. 10 points to UK. There we go. Big move up in the standings on the other side. And Armenia gets a 12. Pretty polarizing voting there, I guess. But Armenia up to the top half here with a 12 there. Malta is doing pretty well as well. It's nice to see, I'd say. 10 points to Latvia here from Fred, or F-Red, and the 12 to Slovenia. All right. Yeah, Iceland is somewhere around 15th place for everyone, I guess. Yeah, that could absolutely be it. I mean, Iceland is like in the middle for me as well. 8 points to Austria, 10 points to Estonia, and the 12 goes to United Kingdom. Interesting. Very interesting. Looks like Spain either gets top 3 or a blank. Yeah, spot on. It's still on 89. It's still on 89. It's been on 89 for like 12, 13 voters now, I'd say. Yuyumas from Argentina is voting again. 10 points to Spain there, so we're back with some points there. Finland with a 12. And as I said a bit earlier, I was expecting it to be a battle between Finland and Austria. It's getting closer to that. But I mean, Slovenia and Latvia are pretty close to it, honestly. Jeffrey from the Netherlands. Let's see where your big points come to. Latvia, Spain with a 10 there, putting it back up a little bit here. And 12 points to Sweden. So Sweden's kind of closing in on Slovenia. Halcyon from Brazil. Let's see what you got. Oh, a lot of points on the top half here. So you seem to agree a lot with the current standings. And then an 8 for Iceland. Lovely to see. So Iceland also has some points now. And the 12 goes to Sweden. And I guess it's a bit predictable that Cyprus is in the last place right now because Cyprus was, of course, 10th in the second semi in our voting. So and just made it ahead of Romania. And it basically only got small points throughout the entire voting. So I kind of saw this coming. Sweden with a 10 there, and the 12 from Mihailo goes to Finland. So Finland and Austria still really going at it. Sweden has crawled up into third. Slovenia and Latvia very close in fourth and fifth though. Delia Smith from United Kingdom, from Norwich, I guess in specific. 10 points to Ukraine there. Nice to see. Nice to see. Ukraine has really like just flown under the radar here. 12 points to Latvia. Finland, no points there. Philip Dawson from Greece. Got a few points all over here. We got an 8 for Spain, so Spain's really catching or following along there. 10 to Finland, and the 12 to Portugal. Nice. There's like obviously a pretty big gap between Serbia and Portugal there, from like top 7 down to 8th at the moment. We'll see if that stays. Cyprus getting 4 points there, putting itself above Lithuania. And Lithuania, I believe, has only got points from one person so far. 12 points to Moldova there, putting itself neatly into the mix for 8th. I guess we'll call that battle the battle of 8th place, at the moment at least. Got some movement there. Is Portugal currently in 8th? Belgium getting some big points there. 10 points to Finland, putting it ahead of Austria again. And 12 points to Latvia. Latvia is doing very well. Slovenia too, which is lovely to see, at least in my opinion. All right, Margaret Thatcher is up next. Maybe we'll get a 12 to UK from old Margaret, or maybe not. Margaret seems to like Slovenia, so that's something. Rowley L from Finland, voting for a lot of the songs in the top there, and then a 3 to Netherlands. That's still at the bottom. Germany with an 8 there. That's one. 10 to Norway. Oh, Norway's really low. Pretty unexpected, I'd say. Finland with a 12 there. Norway seems to be... yeah, they're really not doing that well. I expected Norway to do better, gotta say. But Norway didn't do too well in the semi vote. I think they were like in the middle somewhere. Kevin gives 10 to Slovenia and the 12 to Austria. So Austria and Finland are really the two standouts, I guess. Oh, Groot, it's my time to vote. Here are my votes. Most of them at the top half. 8 points to Finland. I know where the 10 and 12 goes, and you probably do as well. So there we go. Latvia up into third again. Latvia and Slovenia very close to each other at the moment. Matilda from Sweden. Let's see what you got. Some more points for Lithuania, putting it third to last now. Moldova with a 10 and the 12 to Finland. So Finland puts itself some distance there to Austria, for now at least. We got a pseudo from America. Voting. I just threw a carrot very far away. 10 points to Czechia, and the 12 goes to Sweden. Nice one. Chris from Denmark. All right, 2 points to Netherlands, 3 to France, and then, well, usual suspects towards the top. 8 points to Georgia. I haven't seen any big points for Georgia so far, so now it's happening. 12 points to Sweden. Thank you, Denmark. I see Sasha from Germany is up next. We got another 8 for Georgia. 2 in a row. 10 points to Latvia and the 12 to Slovenia. I feel like the thing is, like, if you like Latvia, you like Slovenia too. And like vice versa. If you like Slovenia, you like Latvia too. Everyone votes for both of those. If you vote for one of them, you probably vote for both. It kind of seems like that. Some points there towards the bottom. Big ones as well. Iceland and Netherlands moving up a little bit. Finland with a 10 there. And from Oscar from Poland, 12 to Sweden. There's pretty clear top 5 right now. Spain has really dropped off, but at least they're not on 89 points anymore. So we got Elle from, well, whatever that country flag is. Someone in the chat might know, but I don't, that's for sure. 12 to Finland, another 12 for Finland. And then we got Matea from Romania. Welcome back to today's voting as well. Some points for Cyprus there at the bottom, putting it in not last place anymore. 8 points to Czechia, 10 to Moldova, and the 12 to Austria. Interesting. Yep. Suna from Finland up next. Some more points there at the bottom. Small ones though for Cyprus and Iceland. Some points for Malta, putting it up into the top half. 10 points to Latvia here. And the 12 to Cha-Cha-Cha. Anita from the UK up next here. Another 8 to Moldova. Moldova is getting some big points at the moment. 10 points to Latvia there, and the 12 to Finland. Another one. Finland putting some distance right now, but I mean, things can change really fast. Austria is kind of getting closer towards Slovenia and Latvia at the moment. Some nice points there at the bottom from James McGrath. A lot of points on the bottom half. 10 points to Estonia as well, and the 12 to Georgia, putting it into the top half. Top half. Nice one. We got Dmitry from Canada. 8 points to Netherlands, putting it above a bit higher there. 10 points to Austria, and the 12 to Finland. More big points at the top there. Bear from Singapore is back for, I think, the third voting in a row, right? I think you voted in all of them, if I'm not entirely mistaken. 8 points to Latvia, 10 points to Sweden, and 12 points to the Netherlands. Interesting. Interesting. Does this organize scores to keep the result to the latest possible moment like at ESC? No. It's just voting in the way that you kind of voted, like on the link. Like the order everyone submitted their votes, that's the one they keep it in. Alexander Pagias from Denmark gives 12 points to Australia, giving it, or well, putting it above 100 points here. Stu from Canada. Let's see what you got. Yeah, well, nothing out of the ordinary there, I guess. 8 points to Finland, 10 points to Spain, putting it back up into 6th there, and the 12 to Sweden, further establishing itself in the top 5. 357 people. Hello, everyone. I like the number is just kind of just flooring me every time now. I don't even know how to react to it anymore. 8 points to Cyprus. Big wowzers. 10 points to Spain and 12 points to Armenia. Armenia getting 12 points there. Also putting that one over 100. Bear, I think you're going to sleep. Lone Netherlands fan is signing out. It's 5 a.m. here. Have a good night, Bear. Sleep well. Or, well, have a good morning, I guess. 10 points to Austria and 12 points from Charlotte goes to Germany. I see you couldn't vote for... What was the country you even gave 12? It was something strange, wasn't it? Was it San Marino? No, it wasn't you, was it? I don't remember. Sorry, Charlotte. It was something strange. I remember that. Giovanni gives 10 points to Serbia and 12 points to Finland. We're only 1/4 of the way, though. Yeah. Yeah, it's a massively long voting. So we got Santi, Castile, and Creek fan. Okay. I'm assuming some points for Finland on this one, right? 10 points to Serbia and 12 points to Finland. I knew it. Knew it. Let's see who's next. Canary Symru. I can't speak Welsh, so I don't know how you pronounce Symru, but yeah. 8 points to Sweden there, 10 points to Latvia, and 12 points to Iceland. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Iceland putting itself a bit higher there. I could see Latvia dropping down a bit with last third of the votes. We never know. Maybe. For now, though, it's doing really well. But in the semi, it finished. I think it was only fourth in the semi. I think it was Finland, Sweden, and then Serbia, and then Latvia. Another 12 for Finland there from LG Among Us. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Latvia was fourth in the semi. So maybe it's going to drop down a little bit. We'll see. I mean, basically the whole top four from the first semi are in the top five at the moment. No, wait, no, in the top six. Sorry, I'm blind. Jere Di Krale gives 12 points to Finland here. 8 points to Germany, which puts that one up a little bit. Anyone that gives Lithuania 12 will be a hero. I think it got a 12 from the semi, but that doesn't necessarily mean it will get one here. Got Empo from the Netherlands here. 8 points to Finland, 10 points to Austria, and 12 points to Spain. Spain tied with Serbia now, so it's kind of, or has it been behind Serbia before? I haven't kept track. We got Reingan from Brazil. We got an 8 for Belgium there. I remember big points for Belgium last time as well. 10 points to Finland and 12 points to Latvia. Here's one of these people who didn't vote for Slovenia though and voted for Latvia. France on the left. Yeah, that's right, Kevin. I haven't seen any big points go to France throughout the entire voting, but I guess people like it enough to give it a few, and then it just appears on the top half, which is interesting. Stiro from Moldova gives 10 to Slovenia and 12 to Finland. Finland's over 100 points ahead of Austria now, so it's putting some distance there. We've got Patrick Novak from UK up next. Some points for Cyprus, Ukraine, Estonia, Germany there. Songs at the bottom. 8 points to Serbia, 10 points to Malta, interesting, and 12 points to Finland, another one. Where is Israel in the table? They are not in the table. Simple. Tarutar is up next. 7 points to Italy there, putting it a bit. Italy hasn't got really anything either, to be honest. Has really gone under the radar. 10 points to Spain there, and 12 points to Finland again. Looks like the big battle is for second, third, fourth. Yeah, kind of seems like that, but a lot can change. We're not even halfway through. We're like a third through the voting. So, 3 points to Malta there, putting it closer to the top half again. 8 points to Latvia, 10 points to Finland, and 12 points to Slovenia. Why are they different audiences, communities? It's both going to be super fans. I don't get it. What does that mean? I don't know. 3 points to Lithuania there. So Lithuania gets a few points. 10 points to Slovenia and 12 points to Finland. I think we should ask him about Israel just one more time. Maybe it'll appear this time. Oh yeah, if we ask enough, then maybe it will show up, for sure. Maybe he will just cancel the voting and add it and give it 5,000 televote points. Why not? I could do that. 10 points to Cyprus. Big one. Big one there. And 12 points to Czechia. No points for Finland this time. Interesting. And the fact that, I mean, Cyprus didn't really climb anywhere, but still. We got Nope up next. 8 points to Austria here. 10 points to Moldova. And 12 points to Finland. I wasn't aware Latvia was so popular. I don't think it really is, but what's it called? People who watch my channel tend to seem to like it a lot. I've seen a lot of people say they like that. Rusel from Russia gives 12 points to Cyprus. That came out of nowhere. That's for sure. That's for sure. Toki from Belgium is back voting today again. 6 points to Malta, putting it over 100 points now. We got 8 for Finland. We got 10 for Slovenia. Maybe a 12 for Latvia then. Like if you vote for Slovenia, you vote for Latvia. It just makes sense. I'm the same. I gave my 10 to Slovenia and I gave my 12 to Latvia, so it just makes sense. Lera from Mexico up next. Some more like small points to France. It just happens every time, right? 10 points to Finland and 12 points to Spain. The songs missing out here are the ones with the best production, though. France, Czechia, UK. Well, I disagree. I don't think they have the best production, but each to their own. Still, Among Us Sus gives a few points here. 8 points to Slovenia, 10 points to Moldova, and 12 to Serbia. Serbia, I'd say, is absolutely among the songs with the best production in this selection, for sure. Curtis Mart is up next. We got some points all over. Malta's still getting some points here, putting it into the mix for kind of getting to the top half, I guess. It's kind of between that one and France. 12 points to Serbia, putting it up into the top 5 ahead of Sweden. Aldin from Bosnia-Herzegovina is back. Welcome back. Oh, voting for only songs on the top half, I see. For now, at least. 8 points to Moldova. Moldova's doing really well. I'm happy to see that, honestly. And 12 points to Finland. Only top half votes from Aldin, so you must agree with the results a lot so far. I feel like Latvia has a very small but passionate fan base. That might be it, I guess. Yeah. US from the US is voting now. 10 points to Latvia, and the 12 goes to Finland. Okay, like just look, Finland is so far ahead right now. Wow. Wow. Oh, a lot of points for the lower rated countries now from Tom here. A lot of points on the right side. So you don't really agree with the current results. You agree with Austria being in second, though, and Sweden with a 12 there, putting it up into fifth place again. It's very even between like the second, third, fourth there, and then also fifth and sixth is very even between Sweden and Serbia there. So it's very close. American Eurofan is up next. A lot of points on the left side here. 10 points to Ukraine there, puts it a bit higher on the right side, and then a 12 to Spain. Kind of getting it a bit closer to Sweden and Serbia, I guess. Cecilia from Sweden comes up next. 3 points to Iceland, 1 to Ukraine, 7 to Malta, 8 to Italy, so now Italy is over 100 as well. 10 to Serbia, and the 12 to Austria. No points for Finland this time. Semi from Turkey. See what you got. A lot of points there, like on the lower side of the left side. 8 points to Austria, 10 points to Finland, and 12 points to Spain. Okay. Spain getting a bit closer, I guess. 23 points up to Sweden. Tito. Italy moving ahead of Georgia there into 15th, I think. UK getting some big points. Slovenia with a 10 there, and a 12 to Finland. Harv from the UK up next. See where these go. Iceland with 2 more points there. Like, Lithuania is pretty far behind, I gotta say. They haven't really got that many points. But I guess that's also like Santi said before, like it's a song that, like with Iceland, it's a song you either have 15th, like most people. Serbia getting a 12 there. Yeah. Ostap is voting right now from Ukraine. 10 points to Finland there, and 12 to Norway. First big points for Norway that I've seen at least. So Norway getting a bit closer there. Vaidas from Lithuania up next. Dehan says the bottom 5 are all Semi 2 songs. You're actually right, they are. Wow, that's very interesting. Armenia with a 12 there, which puts it a little bit ahead of Australia. We got 887T6YGUI. Why you would name yourself like that, I have no idea. 8 points to Ukraine though, 10 points to Czechia, and the 12 to the Netherlands. Interesting. I'm surprised Iceland got into the final. I'm not really, because it's from the second semi. I think it finished 7th in the second semi vote, and it was like it was very far ahead of like 8th, 9th, and 10th. It also had a very big margin up to 6th. I remember that. Kat from Vietnam gives 12 points to Armenia as well, putting it a bit closer to Portugal. Recets from Italy up next here. We got 8 points to Slovenia, 10 points to Serbia, and the 12 to Finland. Again, 606 points now. So yeah, Finland is, well, at the moment at least, running away with it. But we're not even halfway through yet, so a lot can happen. Vanya Velikova fan from Turkey is up next here. 8 points to Sweden. 10 points to Czechia and 12 points to Georgia. Big points there, putting it a bit closer to the top half. Mira from Czechia is up next. 5 points to Iceland there, putting it a bit closer to Estonia. 8 points to Austria. 10 points to Latvia, and the 12 goes to Finland again. Ex-Eurovision from Sweden up next. Some points towards some of the bottom countries there. Malta making some steps ahead of Italy there. I don't think that will happen in real life in Eurovision, Malta being ahead of Italy, but this is a different thing. 12 points to Loreen here. Puts it closer to Serbia again. Abi from Estonia up next. Some big points for Cyprus, putting it closer to UK down there. Norway is, well, it was already above 100. I just didn't reflect on it. 10 points to Austria and 12 points to Armenia. Armenia's gotten a few 12s, honestly. So a lot of people must have been excited when that one dropped there in the second to last day, getting their new favorite song of this year's edition at the end here. 8 points to Spain here from Grapeless Seeds. 10 points to Latvia, and the 12 lands on Finland. Andy asked Groot, 1995 live voting when? I don't know. Like I need to plan something like how we're gonna do all of that. But I'm really excited about doing more of these live votings for like older years and stuff as well. But I'll have to think of how to do that. I don't think we'll have 382 viewers for that though. 12 points to Cyprus here from Je. Interesting. Cyprus moves a bit ahead there, up into 21st, I think, which is interesting. Anna from Armenia, some points for Belgium there, putting it above Estonia. Estonia is very interesting there because Estonia finished 6th, I think, in the semi, and with a very big margin downwards. Cyprus with a 12 there. Cyprus is making some big strides here. Maybe it can even win, huh? I don't think so, but maybe. Some more points towards the bottom. Cyprus getting points again. Some to Estonia. Iceland and Lithuania, Ukraine, all of these countries getting points down there. 10 to Sweden and 12 to Norway. Norway is still like, what is that even? 17th place for Norway. Germany's above 100 now, I see as well. Aaron Judge voting for the songs on the left side of the scoreboard here. France making some strides, actually moving ahead of Australia now for the first time, I think, kind of. Norway with another 12 there. Wow. Norway is moving upwards. We got Frank. We got four more people to vote until we're halfway through, basically. Iceland moving ahead of Estonia and Belgium there, up on 62 points. 8 points to Finland, 10 points to Sweden, and the 12 from Frank goes to Austria. All right. Who's up next? Alpha J. Do you think Finland gets 1,000 points? Yeah, it's gonna get over 1,000 points, I'm pretty sure. The question is if, like, Austria will get over 1,000 points. They might as well. 10 points to Germany there, big ones for them, and another 12 for Finland. Australia dropping, yeah, they really are. Georgia is very close to it as well, and Norway, and Italy, and Malta. Like, it could shift really, really fast here. Some more points for Australia here, though, from Ricardo LG. 10 points to Slovenia there, and the 12 to Latvia. Yeah, Slovenia and Latvia, you vote for both. Peter from the Korean Peninsula is halfway, is the halfway mark of our voting. Let's see. 8 points to Sweden, 10 points to UK, and the 12 goes to Finland. Okay, let's pause it there. Let's just take a quick look. Finland in a pretty comfortable, like in a very comfortable lead, with 170 points down to Austria in second place, who are 69 points ahead of Slovenia, a further 35 points ahead of Latvia, who are, well, like 27 points ahead of Serbia, who are 1 point ahead of Sweden. those are the top 6. Spain is a bit further behind than that. Then Moldova is up in 8th. That's higher than I expected them to be. Czechia in 9th. Armenia in 10th. Portugal 11th at the moment. France in 12th ahead of Australia, who are also on the top half, but only 4 points ahead of Georgia, who could absolutely, get up there. Norway close to it as well in 15th, and Italy in 16th at the moment. Malta in 17th. Germany in 18th right now, and is the final country to have over 100 points. And in 19th we have Cyprus, who are doing better than I expected, gotta say. Netherlands in, what does that become, 20th then, right? 1 point behind Cyprus. 21st Ukraine, 22nd UK, who are currently the last place out of the pre-qualified countries. And then, the bottom 4, Belgium, Iceland, Estonia, Lithuania, all of them from the second semi, as you said before, DM. So yeah, let's continue voting. This is the halfway mark. I think Finland and Austria, if you go on the same pattern, both of them will reach over 1,000 points, and Finland will probably have a margin over it. But a lot can still happen. Let's see who's up next. Georgi Valenko from Germany. Got some points for, Iceland moving ahead of Belgium there. We got an 8 for Latvia, 10 to Armenia, and the 12 goes to Finland, who have now broken through with 700 points. Big strides. Oh. Euro Greece from Spain. There's like a constant movement there at the bottom, because Estonia moving ahead of Iceland and Belgium now again. 10 points to Belgium, okay, big ones, and 12 points to UK. You definitely do not agree with the general taste of this voting, Euro Greece from Spain. Very interesting. Elsa Lila Queen is voting next. Georgia, very close to Australia at the moment. Finland with 8 points, 10 more points to United Kingdom, and 12 points to Sweden, putting it up into 5th place. There's really not like a big difference between Latvia and Sweden and Serbia now. It's getting closer and closer. Ian from Brazil is voting up next. 8 points to Czechia. A lot of points towards the top here. 10 points to Italy. And the 12 points goes to Latvia. Alright. Where is Israel? This question. I swear to God. Okay, Victor from France. 8 points to Sweden. 10 points to Austria. And the 12 points to Spain. Alright. Let's see, Raf from France up next. Lithuania gets some 3 points there. Drinking game. Every time someone says, "Where's Israel?" take a shot. Okay, well, I don't have alcoholic drink, but this'll do. I'm actually going to start doing that. I'm going to drink every time someone asks something about Israel. I missed who got the 12 there, but yeah, you all saw it probably. Sorry. Ice Arrow Yo is up next. Norway has actually moved up to the top half, and Georgia is ahead of Australia too. I missed that completely. 10 points to Spain, and the 12 goes to Austria. Right. Steve from the UK up next. 2 points to Iceland there at the bottom. Like, there's a tight little package of Belgium, Estonia, and Iceland. They're like the 3 amigos down there. 10 points to Finland, and the 12 from Steve goes to Norway, putting some distance downwards as well. Norway is kind of in, like, they're closing in on the spot where I thought they would be. I thought like around 10th place is where they would have ended up. France is doing better than I expected, though, I gotta say. Annalisa from Finland up here, 10 points to France there. Okay, interesting. And a 12 to Germany. Like, it's so stupid. Like, now that I'm thinking, we should have absolutely done a prediction before we did the voting. And then, like, whoever won would just get the honors, I guess. But that would have been so cool if we actually had done that. Why didn't I think of that before? We gotta do that for the future, like, when we do older years. 12 points to Austria here from Pachi. But, like, Austria has a lot of points to catch up on. It's kind of like I suspected when we did the semi 1 voting. I said, like, I think Finland's gonna win the whole thing, and it's kind of looking like it. But it's not done yet. Iceland with 8 points there from Seth, 1989. 10 points to Czechia, and the 12 to the Netherlands. Interesting. Puts it up above 100 points now. Very close to the United Kingdom as well. Jean from Portugal up next. Some points to Ukraine, getting that one closer to the 100 point as well. It would be cool if like all the countries would get 100 points, but I think Lithuania is not gonna be able to do that. 12 points to Slovenia from Jean with the 10 to Latvia, as usual, I guess. We got creative username from Bosnia-Herzegovina here. Very creative, I gotta say. Estonia, like this Iceland, Estonia, Belgium, what do you call it, trio is pretty funny, I gotta say. The 12 here goes to France. Interesting. Very interesting. Lucy Lou from Greece up next. 1 point to the Netherlands. Okay, tying it on the UK there. 8 points to Spain, 10 points to Czechia, and 12 points to Serbia. Serbia and Sweden, very close to each other, of course, still. Like, it's a recurring thing. I just noticed now, though, like, look how far ahead Spain is of Moldova. It's 100 points between 7th and 8th, basically. That's a massive margin. We got a very clear top 7. Tibor with 10 points to Czechia there, and 12 points to Serbia. Serbia moving ahead of Sweden now. Mark from Hong Kong. Welcome, Mark. We got 2 more points for Belgium, putting it 1 point ahead of Iceland and Estonia. It's so tight down there. 8 points to Australia, 10 points to UK, and the 12 goes to Sweden. Moving it above Serbia again. It's a little bit of a ding-dong there. We got the Rickard from Sweden up next. 6 points to Iceland, putting it above Belgium there and putting it ahead of, or like pulling away from Estonia. 10 points to Norway, and the 12 to Malta. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Light from the Netherlands is up next. A lot of points towards the bottom there, or well, not really, but like no points towards the top really. 8 points to France, 10 points to Austria there, and the 12 goes to Estonia. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's actually really interesting. We got Emil from Norway up next. Cyprus with 5 points, breaking the 100 point threshold there. Estonia's closing in on that as well. 10 points to Slovenia, and the 12 goes to Latvia. Do we think that Estonia, Iceland, and Belgium will all be able to get 100 points? I kind of feel like Lithuania is actually going to get last place. Of course, a lot can happen, but it really feels like it at this moment. Some points for Lithuania there from Adam, so it's on 44, but it's very far behind, of course. 10 points to Sweden, and the 12 goes to Finland? Yeah, Finland. 200 point lead now for Finland over Austria. Fascinating, right? Okay, 12 from Georgia is up next. Some points for Belgium there, getting it a bit closer to Iceland again. 8 points to Slovenia, 10 to Austria, and the 12 to Cyprus. Very, very interesting, that one too. Very close to the Netherlands now, Cyprus is. I feel every will reach 100 points except Lithuania. They might have some 80-ish points. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's probably where we'll end up as well. 3 more points now, though, from Smoody to Lithuania. And the 12 goes to Serbia. 1,000 points imminent, yeah, for sure, without a doubt. Lulu from France, some more points there for Finland. Estonia has now broken the 100 point threshold as well. Ukraine's still stuck on 99, they've been for a while. 8 points to UK, 10 points. I missed the 10. 10 to Czechia, 12 to Austria. Alright? Austria is absolutely breaking 1,000 points as well. I'm sure. I'm sure they are. Breda Bella up next. 7 points to Italy, putting it above Malta there in 16th. 10 points to France. And where does this 12 land? Let's see. United Kingdom. United Kingdom is absolutely one of those countries. You either get 12 or 0, basically. It really seems like that. I know where I land on that spectrum, but I'm not like everyone else. Carl, 7 points to Portugal there, moving it a bit up. Estonia gets an 8, getting it a bit closer to Cyprus and Netherlands. 10 to France, putting it up into 10th place. And Czechia gets a 12 to just kind of cement itself in 8th, I guess. ESC George from Italy up next here. Ukraine finally above 100 points now. So ESC George managed to push it over the limit there. 10 points to Sweden to land on a solid 500 there. And actually put it above Latvia. I think this is the first time in a very long time that Latvia is not top 4. Sweden now up in the top 4 and Finland got another 12. Mandalorian from Romania. Some more points for Cyprus, Ukraine down there. Spain gets a 10 and the 12 lands on Latvia. So Latvia gets back above Sweden, back up into its 4th place that it's had basically the entire voting. Ear Rice. Let's see what you got. 7 points to Sweden, putting it back above again. We got 10 points for Portugal and another 12 for Finland. Yeah, Finland's winning this, aren't they? I think we all pretty much can see that coming. Lima from Latvia is up next here. More points for Finland, some points for Austria. 4 points to Ukraine. Another 8 for Norway there. Australia has really dropped back. Like, Australia is not close to the top half anymore. Lima gives a 12 to Lithuania. Some more of those, and Lithuania may get 100 points, I guess. But yeah, that's always interesting, you know? Lithuania getting a 12 there out of nowhere. 10 points to Spain, and where there's 12 from Asterios land, Serbia. Alright. What's up next? Gregor from Georgia. Some more points there at the bottom. A few of the countries there. 5 points to Belgium, closing in on the 100. We got 10 points to Lithuania. Lithuania are making a late surge here, I'm telling you. Serbia with a 12. Lithuania may actually end up with the 100 points. That's kind of like the only goal I have now, to make sure everyone gets 100 points. That would be awesome. Michael Green from Portugal up next. 8 points to Finland, 10 points to Portugal, and the 12 goes to Austria. Wait, do you do this for JESC? No. No, I don't. Says from the Americas give 4 points to Lithuania. Maybe Lithuania won't even finish last anymore. They're getting a lot of points now in the second half here. The 12 one here lands on Moldova. Alright, Filipa from Portugal up next. 4 points to Iceland, so very close to 100 now. 6 points to Norway there, putting it up into 12. 10 points to Austria, and the 12 to Portugal. Alright, Portugal in 10th at the moment, but France and Norway and Armenia are very close. There's a pretty big gap now from 13th down to 14th. So like the left side thing is very, it's very clear divide there. Ukraine moving ahead of Netherlands there with a big 8 points. 10 to Norway and the 12 to Lithuania. Lithuania will make it. Guys, I'm telling you, Lithuania will make it. They're getting big points now. Massive points. It's very interesting. Lithuania not last anymore. Lithuania has moved up into 25th place from Mr. Ma fixes that. A lot of points at the bottom here. Iceland is currently in last place again. Like they were at the beginning when they had 0 points for a long time, right? Sweden with a 12 there. But, I mean, Lithuania not in last anymore. Just look at that. CG from Serbia up next. Italy puts itself above Malta there again. They're having a little bit of a battle. Italy and Malta. France up into 11th there again, ahead of Norway, and the 12 to Slovenia. Okay, we got more Israel comments, so we're drinking again. Wonderful. 2 more points for Lithuania. Lithuania is what's going on with Lithuania here? 10 points to Sweden and a 12 for Finland. We still have like 60 voters to go. And Finland is on 907 points. Let's see, Andrew Tate from Romania, 8 points to Australia. So Australia climbing a little bit backwards, back up into it and there, and Finland with another 12. Weird, I just live for all of those weird flags that can be seen here in the voting. Yeah, same. The Finnish flag is so weird, right? 8 8 points to Australia here from Kane78. 10 points to Finland. And 12 points to Serbia. 7 of the 10 semi-2 qualifiers are in the right half. Yeah, it's Austria, Slovenia, and what else is on the left side? Armenia, right? And Armenia are 13th. So basically, well, second and third place are both from the semi-2. So, John from Sweden, where does this 12 land? It lands on Armenia. Estonia really distanced itself. Great to see. Oh yeah, Estonia climbed up a little bit there. Not really dragged into the bottom race anymore. Philippa from UK gives 10 points to Slovenia here and the 12 to Finland. Yeah, Finland is, I mean, it's just Finland. ESC Nerd from UK. Let's see what you got. Some points there at the bottom. UK, Netherlands, Australia getting a few. Kevin makes a prediction here that Moldova will be passed by Portugal, France, and Norway by the end of this. 12 points to Sweden there. Moldova is pretty far ahead of those, though. But we'll see. I'll try and remember your prediction. Moldova is pretty comfortably in 9th at the moment. Alessandro from Italy gives 8 points to Finland, 10 to France. Okay, France moving closer to Moldova. Maybe you're onto something. And a 12 to Italy. So Italy up into 15th now. Mio Vision up next. Some lower points here. Estonia continuing on distancing itself a little bit from the bottom. 8 points to Finland, who are almost on 1,000 now. 10 to Latvia, and the 12 to Spain. Latvia has really dropped quite far behind Sweden now, honestly. Might actually drop behind Serbia as well, and then it will kind of align with the semi results, because Finland was first in the semi voting, Sweden second, Serbia third, and Latvia fourth. So maybe things will change there, we'll see. 10 points to Australia here from Chris84, and the big 12 goes to Germany. Interesting. Big man with big vote. Let's see what these big votes are. 5 points to Ukraine, among others. 8 points to Finland, 10 points to Latvia, and 12 points to Serbia. So Serbia closing in more on Latvia. James says, I'm going off to watch some of your other videos. Have a good rest of the stream, and I hope you get a good night's sleep. Well, thank you, James. That's very kind of you. Enjoy checking out my other videos, I guess. Hope you enjoy. 2 points to Belgium here from Hector Manuel, and Belgium is on 99, so very close on 100. 12 points to Spain there. Spain kind of in no man's land at the moment, honestly, in 7th place. Michaela from Sweden up next. 1 point to the Netherlands, and then a bunch of songs at the top. 8 points to Austria, 10 points to Czechia, and can Cha-Cha-Cha break it now? Yep, there we go. Cha-Cha-Cha up on 1,000, or well, 1,003. But they're over the limit, just like Austria and Slovenia managed to do in the second semi-vote, right? But this has taken more voters to get there, but of course there are more songs in the final than there were in the semis. So 10 points to Slovenia, and 12 points to Serbia from Edi. Maybe Austria won't actually, okay, I'm not going to start speculating already, but I think Austria will get 1,000 points as well. But, I mean, a lot can change, absolutely. Oleg from Ukraine up next, Norway on 300 now, Lithuania up above 100. Who saw that coming? Like 30 votes ago, it was on 40 points, and now it's in 24th. And ahead of both Belgium and Iceland, and it broke 100 points before those. I didn't think it was going to get 100 points, but it's got big points now for a very long time here. Helene from Germany up next. 8 points to Serbia, 10 to Latvia. Latvia and Serbia are starting to do a battle there as well for 5th now. Another 12 for Finland. Felix from Sweden. Prediction: Austria won't get 1,000 points. You may actually get that prediction right, but I'm still thinking they will. I still think they will. Sweden 10 points here, and the 12 goes to Serbia, putting it back above Latvia. Oh, well, they're tied on points. This is a battle for 5th, a battle and a half. Now Belgium and Iceland need a couple more points. Yep, let's pray Belgium and Iceland get a few more points here. 1 point to Belgium, 10 points to Iceland. 8 points to Czechia, 10 points to Norway here from Joao Santos, and the 12 to Portugal. And now there's a Ukraine-Cyprus-Netherlands battle. Oh yeah, true. I mean, Estonia could absolutely be dragged into that as well. 2 more points for Iceland here, getting it a bit closer to 100. Astron predicts that Norway will enter the top 10. It's not impossible. They're very close to it. UK getting 10 points there from Åland, basically, and 12 points to Serbia there. Miguel Cruz says Mimicat and Icarusau should be in Eurovision final and be voted to win. Amazing performance and incredible voice. The lyrics are also outstanding. Don't forget to vote. Okay. I don't see what that has to do with this. Belgium, over 100 points now. Austria gets a 12 there. So only Iceland. We're only waiting for Iceland to get the final to get the final push over the line here. Belgium with some more points there from Echo Girl. Cyprus moves ahead of Ukraine as well. 10 points to Italy and 12 points to Georgia, putting itself up into 14th. Kevin said 10 minutes ago Sweden Serbia will probably catch Latvia. Well, they caught and they went past. Let's see if Spain will do the same. Maybe. Who knows? Polina from Israel voting now. 8 points to Estonia. 10 points to Norway. And the 12 goes to Sweden. All right. We still have 40 voters to go. Schleim from UK is up next here. All right, 8 points to Armenia, 10 points to Latvia, and 12 points to Sweden. Where is Greece, man? In the Balkans. Nice one, Santi. Nice one. Emil is voting now from Denmark. 8 points to Slovenia, 10 points to Serbia, and the 12 goes to Finland. Further, just getting more and more points here. Prediction, Sweden is going to pass Slovenia. Oh yeah, they're very close to each other. You might be right on that one. Woozy is voting now. Can we get some points for Iceland so we break the 100 points? Come on, deliver. 10 points to France. France and Norway having a battle for 10th here. 12 points to Sweden there, putting it very close to Slovenia. Very, very close. Alexandros, some points all over here. 5 for Italy, putting it up into 15th there, or tied 14th. Slovenia with an 8. They needed that to kind of distance themselves from Sweden, who gets a 12. They're tied in 3rd place now, Sweden and Slovenia. Tsiak up next from Greece. Some points, all of them on the top half so far. Slovenia getting some points that they needed there, I guess. 8 points to Italy, 10 points to Austria. Where does the 12 land? It lands on France. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Oskar up next from Estonia. Got some movement there at the bottom half. Germany and Australia moving upwards. 8 points to Serbia, 10 points to Slovenia, and the 12 goes to Latvia. All right. Latvia's been a bit quiet lately, but here they get a 12. Walking from Bulgaria up next. 2 more points for Belgium there. We're still waiting on Iceland. Do we think Iceland will get 100? We still have like 34 countries to vote, or people to vote, so Czechia with a 12 there. Czechia kind of in the middle of just Spain and Moldova there, very clearly in 8th place. A bit distance from both sides. Georgia with a 7 there, moving up into 14th again. Got a little battle, like Georgia, Australia, Italy definitely have a battle to be best of the right side of the scoreboard, basically. 12 to Spain there again. I mean, they're still like 98 points behind Latvia, but still. Henny, good evening, Groot. I made it after all. Welcome. Hope you still have a good night regardless. And that, I mean, did you kick out your guests, or weren't you gonna have guests or something? Happy to have you here though. Welcome. Another 12 for Finland. Big points here. Sweden and Slovenia having a mid-off. Yeah, they're absolutely battling for it here. Stevo from Ireland. Some points here. Nothing out of the ordinary so far. 8 points to France. France really established. France catching Moldova. Who was it that said that Moldova was going to get passed by all of these? But France and Norway catching up like a lot there. Gabor. a bit all over here. 8 points to Moldova. They needed that to put some distance. 10 points to Georgia. Georgia still have like a bit left to really reach the top side, but they might get 14th. Sandra from Serbia. Let's see, Georgia getting some more points, or well, one more point. 4 points to Italy. We got an 8 for Norway there. Norway and France tied in 10th now. 10 points to Sweden and 12 points to Finland again. Surely Austria will get 1,000 points, right? They need 150 more, and we got 38 people left, I think. Finland, by the way, has the highest rate of giving 12 points to their own country. Understandable. Well, Finland has got the most 12s overall as well, though, haven't they? So, 12 points to Norway there from Kane. So Norway up into 10th now, and only 4 points behind Moldova. And whatever this flag is, I don't know, but we've got votes from the 14th Dalai Lama, and 4 points to Iceland. So Iceland only needs 4 more to get over 100. I think they're going to finish in last, though, because Lithuania and Belgium are absolutely, like, they've run away a little bit. I missed the 12, sorry. I'm busy looking at other things. There are so many people voting, I'm sorry. Judo Ranj here. Moldova moving back ahead of Norway there into 9th. But they're really, like, holding on to that 9th place with all they got. 12 points to Georgia. Could Georgia make a late search and actually catch something that's on the top half? Who knows? Oh, that was the Tibet flag. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. I haven't seen it before. 8 points to Sweden. 10 points to France. And 12 points to Spain. Again, Spain kind of in the middle of... Well, Czechia is closing in a little bit. Czechia then has a pretty, like, massive gap downwards. We've got Toipacat up here with the Danish representation. Because there's no musical representation in the final, so we need... I'm sorry. 10 points to Malta, 12 points to Lithuania. Interesting, very intriguing. I mean, Lithuania is probably not going to reach higher than 24th, but at the moment, it has the 24th place, and it gets more points here from Isaac Samit. 8 points to Czechia, 10 points to Sweden, moving ahead of Slovenia here, and the 12 to Italy. Italy and Georgia are very close to each other now. Australia has kind of dropped back a little bit from them. Like, remember when Australia was like in 8th place, pretty like comfortably in the top half? That's looking a bit far away now. Aaron from Hungary, 8 points to Austria, 10 to Italy there, and the 12 to Serbia. I think Latvia is definitely just gonna try and hold on to the 6th place that they have now. It was predicted that Latvia would drop down there after being 4th for such a long time. I ripped a bong from US up here, voting 10 points to Austria and the 12 to Finland, another one. Okay, Leo. We got 20 more sets of votes, yeah, to go. Netherlands with a 6 there, moving ahead of Cyprus, and then Cyprus moves back ahead with an 8. UK breaking the 200-point threshold, moving ahead of Malta, even. And the 12 to Sweden, moving ahead of Slovenia there. Tom just recently joined this chat, Spread O. Spread O? I don't know what that means. There's actually 379 people watching right now, which is, again, just massive. Austria on 900. They're gonna get 200, I'm telling you. Cyprus with a 12 there. Doesn't really change much down there, but still, a 12 is a 12. Slovenia and Sweden actually tied. What do you call it? Tied on points, which is intriguing. R from Romania, 10 points to Czechia, and the 12 to Finland. Another one. UK late search to pass Australia. Ooh, it's a big ask, but it could happen. We got Niels from the Netherlands here. Some points for Slovenia and Sweden. They're very close to each other. 10 points to Finland here, and the 12 goes to Serbia. All right. Yeah, we need one more point for Iceland. Come on. Come on, one more point. Reindeer from, is that the Sami flag, right? 4 points to Ukraine, 1 to Netherlands, 8 to Estonia. A lot of points on the lower side, but nothing for Iceland, it seems. 10 to Latvia and the 12 to Finland. Another one. Yeah, Finland have won, right? Latoye from Portugal up next. 7 more points for UK, moving ahead of Germany there. Sweden up into fourth or third again. And then finally 12 to Moldova. Moldova have actually dropped out of the top 10. But they're pretty close to it there. France in ninth. I really didn't expect France to be doing so well. I'm actually surprised. Amber Isabel from Australia up here. Serbia with 10, and the 12 goes to Latvia. All right. We need someone to give Iceland like at least 1 point. 1 point. Come on, Buvka Maslana. 1 point to Ukraine. No, that was the wrong country. Sorry, but it was. 8 points to Sweden, 10 points to Norway, 12. Come on, Iceland. We need to see it. If Iceland is stuck at 99, I will lose it. You and me both. Slovenia and Sweden battle there is nice, so thank you for giving Slovenia 12, so we have a bit of drama there, but we need someone to vote for Iceland. Come on. We have 12 people left to vote. Someone has to vote for it. Someone has to. 10 points to Finland, and Vlimax gives 12 points to Cyprus. Malta have dropped back so far. Remember when Malta was 14th, like very clearly 14th as well, and battled with Italy. They've fallen so far back. They're in the bottom 6 now, 21st. Wow. 8 points to Finland, 10 points to Austria, and the 12 goes to Slovenia, putting itself back into third. Come on, let's get 1 more point for Iceland. I'm gonna, like, my OCD is being triggered at the moment. Puliao. No points to Iceland. How did this end up just being me begging for someone to vote for Iceland? That's not really what I expected. 10 points to Austria, and the 12 goes to France. Yeah, France is pretty safe in the top 10 here, gotta say. Gotta say. Alipan from the Netherlands up next. 4 points to Belgium. That was the wrong bottom country, though. Armenia, 10 points. Very close to Portugal, actually. 12 points to Georgia there. I think Georgia and Italy will just kind of stay battling for the top of the right side. Australia has dropped way back. They're not getting any points anymore. Cacho from Armenia, some points for UK. I mean, UK could absolutely catch Australia if Australia's not getting any more points. 10 points to Austria. I think they're gonna get the 1,000. Belgium getting a 12 there to put it above Lithuania. Not really doing much of a difference, but I regret not giving my 1 point to Iceland. Yeah, exactly. It can't stop on 99. Come on. Essex voting here. 8 to Finland, 10 to Sweden. Sweden back up into third, and the 12 to Austria. Austria need 50 more points on, like, what is it, 7 voters? 6 voters. Maybe Austria won't make it, actually, now that I think of it. They're not going to get 1,000, I'm sure. Malta with a 4 there, moving above, or well, tied with both Estonia and Cyprus. 10 points to France there, and 12 points to Armenia. Putting itself above Portugal for the first time, I think, kind of. Portugal have been, like, in the top 10 for a long time, but not anymore. Some points for Australia here again from Crimson from Canada. Slovenia with an 8 there. Like, they're tied. Slovenia and Sweden are just so tight. Serbia with a 12 there. I mean, Serbia's going to finish in 5th, no matter what happens here. Ghost of Edgar Allan Poe. I'm assuming some points for Austria is coming up here. Estonia moving ahead of Malta here again. We got 10 points to Spain, and the 12 lands on Portugal. Okay, Portugal and Armenia are going to battle it out for 12th here. Uyghur from Turkey, or Turkey. See where these end up. Belgium with some points. Like, we need Malta moving up there again ahead of Estonia. 8 points to Finland. We just need some points for Iceland. Come on. 10 points to Portugal puts it back into 12th. And Sweden up into 3rd again. Sweden back into 3rd. We got Antarctica, DN voting here. Come on. Iceland need points. Or point. 8 points to Spain here. 10 points to Latvia. And 12 points to Czechia. This is the final one. Come on, vote for Iceland. We're praying, Connor. Connor, come on. Come on, Connor. You can do it. You can do it. 8 points to Sweden. Sweden's gonna get third. Slovenia's gonna finish fourth. We trusted you, Connor. We trusted you. This is triggering me. Is it not triggering you? 99 points. I'm so sorry, Iceland, but it is what it is. Intriguing though how Iceland finished seventh in the semi and then just lost. Um, but yeah, ah, Connor, man, Connor, come on. We needed 1 point. You could have like saved everything. You would have been a legend. Like you would have got legend status on my channel. But you didn't. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Um, I did not expect this night ending being sad over one single point. Exactly. Like this is just sad. Everyone got 100 and then Iceland 99. 1 point away. Ah. All right. Let's go through the results here. Iceland finished in last place of course with 99. In 25th, Lithuania, who were of course on like 40 points at the halfway mark. They gained they gained almost 100 points after halfway through the voting. So they finished in 25th, very far ahead of Iceland. Belgium only a few points ahead in 24th. Ukraine dropped back pretty far. 23rd they finished in, only 2 points behind the Netherlands, who of course were 10th in semi one. So I kind of expected them being towards the bottom. So 22nd for the Netherlands, 21st for Estonia. Estonia who actually finished 6th in the semi if I remember correctly. And 20th in the top 20, Cyprus, 1 point ahead of Estonia. And Cyprus, of course, were 10th in semi 2. So they beat a lot of the countries who finished above them in the semi. Malta finished in 19th. Malta was, of course, 9th in semi 1 voting. And they were only 1 point behind Germany, who finished 18th. 8th. What's going on? Did I say something offensive? I hope not. I'm only kidding about the Iceland thing. Please don't take any offense. It's only a joke. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. Um, okay. Sorry. Of course, it's no one's fault. I mean, I didn't vote for Iceland. I should have given it 1 point if I knew that it's gonna end up on 99. I'm just messing around. Sorry. Germany finished in 18th, 7 points behind UK, who finished in 17th. And then Australia in 16th. Australia, of course, who were pretty far up early on. 15th, Italy finished 3 points behind Georgia, who were in 14th, who ended up winning the top side of the rest. What's it called? The right side of the scoreboard. They won that. And then Armenia, bottom of the left side, I mean, still top half, very far ahead of Georgia as well, 384 points. Only 4 points behind Portugal, though, who went ahead like at the very end there. So 4 points separated those two. Portugal finished in 12th. Moldova ended up in 11th at the end there with 419 points. So pretty far ahead of Portugal. I don't remember exactly who predicted that Moldova was going to get caught by France, Norway, and Portugal. You got 2 out of 3. Well done. 20 points ahead of Moldova in the end. Norway finished with 439. And France actually really running away there towards the end. 40 points ahead of Norway and 60 points ahead of Moldova in ninth place. France, 479 points. And then a further 114 points up, we got Czechia in 8th. So they were kind of on their own, I thought, but then I see that 25 points ahead of them. That's not that many, when we have 196 voters. Spain in 7th place. Then we have a pretty big gap up, like 85 points up to Latvia, who ended up in 6th at the end, which is amazing to see. Let's hope that happens in real life, right? 52 points behind Serbia, who finished top 5, who were like 79 point. No, wait, is that correct? No, 81. 80. No, wait. I can't do math now. I'm too tired. Somewhere around 80 points, 79 points, right? Yeah, 79 points behind Slovenia, who were fourth. Only 8 points behind Sweden. 842 points on Sweden. Austria never broke the 1,000 point mark, but they still finished in second, 976 points. But there was never any doubt. Finland won by a massive margin. I mean, Finland had how many points is even this? This is 286 points down. Yeah, 286 points. So basically, all of Australia's points and a bit more. Finland won with that over Austria. So, you know, yeah. Let's. Here we have the entire voting grid. Of course, it's a massive one because there were so many voters. But you can just kind of see the color. Of course, Finland didn't get any points from the first two voters. I just remember, and Sweden got both of the first two 12s. But you can see a lot of 12s on Finland at the top row.